I understand that fear is a powerful and often overwhelming emotion, and it can arrive suddenly. A heavy weight that settles in your chest when you hear the words, kidney failure. The diagnosis feels like a sudden storm, clouding your thoughts and shaking your sense of security. The future, once clear, now seems uncertain and filled with questions you never thought you would have to ask. You might feel lost, alone, and completely unprepared for the journey ahead. This response is not a sign of weakness. It is a profoundly human reaction to a life-altering event. It is normal to feel this way when facing such a significant health challenge. Over the next few minutes, we will walk through this together. Before we explore the paths forward, it's essential to understand the foundation of our well-being that we so often take for granted. To truly grasp what happens when kidneys need support, we must first appreciate the quiet, tireless, and incredibly intricate work your kidneys perform every single day, often without a single thought from us. They are the unsung heroes of our internal ecosystem, working silently in the background to maintain a delicate, life-sustaining balance. Think of them as your body's most sophisticated and intelligent purification plant. This system is far more advanced than any machine, capable of making millions of micro-adjustments every second to keep you healthy. You have two of these remarkable bean-shaped organs. Each is only about the size of your fist, yet their impact on your health is immense. Tucked away on either side of your spine, just below your rib cage, they are perfectly positioned to receive a massive amount of blood flow. Their primary job is to constantly clean your blood. In fact, your kidneys filter all the blood in your body about every 30 minutes. That's nearly 50 times a day. Inside each kidney are about 1 million tiny filtering units called nephrons. These nephrons work around the clock, meticulously sifting through your blood. They are incredibly discerning, pulling out metabolic waste products like urea and creatinine, which are byproducts of your body using energy. They also remove excess minerals and, crucially, excess fluid. Everything that is filtered out is combined with water to become urine, which then travels down to your bladder to be removed from your body. This constant cleaning process is absolutely essential for your overall health, preventing the buildup of toxins that would otherwise make you feel very sick. But their role extends far beyond just filtration. Your kidneys are also master regulators. They produce hormones that help manage your blood pressure. They stimulate the production of red blood cells in your bone marrow to prevent anemia. And they activate vitamin D to help your body absorb calcium and keep your bones strong and healthy. So, when we talk about kidney failure, we mean that these vital organs can no longer perform these critical jobs effectively. It's important to know that this is rarely a sudden event. For most people, it is a gradual, progressive decline in function over months or even years, often with very few noticeable symptoms in the early stages. As their function worsens, waste products and excess fluid begin to accumulate in the body. This is what leads to the symptoms people experience: swelling in the legs and ankles, a persistent and deep fatigue that rest doesn't fix, and a general feeling of being unwell. Understanding the causes is a key part of managing the condition. The most common culprits are chronic, long-term conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes, which place sustained stress on the kidneys over many years. Other causes can include genetic conditions that run in families, direct injuries to the kidneys, or the long-term use of certain medications that can be hard on these organs. Recognizing these connections is the first step toward taking control and finding a path forward. When you or a loved one is diagnosed with kidney failure, the world can suddenly feel uncertain, even frightening. The fear associated with this journey is complex, touching every aspect of life. It's a quiet companion that can cast a shadow over daily thoughts and future plans. This feeling is a natural human response to a life-altering diagnosis. It's important to know that you are not alone in this experience. A significant part of this is the fear of the unknown. The path ahead can seem like an uncharted map filled with unfamiliar terminology and frequent hospital visits. Each appointment can bring a wave of anxiety. What will the results show? Will the treatment plan change? The hospital, once a place of distant respect, can become an intimidating environment. Then there are the deeply personal fears about the body itself. People worry about pain, discomfort, and the side effects of medications. There's the concern of how their bodies will change, not just visibly, but in how they feel day to day. This fear is about the loss of a familiar sense of self. This leads to another common fear: the loss of independence. Relying on a machine or needing help with daily tasks can feel like a surrender of personal freedom. Beyond the physical and emotional, the financial worries loom large. The cost of chronic illness is a heavy burden. Medications, frequent doctor visits, and specialized treatments add up, creating a mountain of stress. This financial strain extends to the entire family, who fear the impact of missed work and long-term economic consequences. The stability of the family's foundation can feel threatened. For caregivers, a unique set of fears emerges. They fear their loved ones suffering and worry about their own capability to provide the necessary care. Perhaps the deepest fear is the confrontation with mortality. A serious diagnosis forces us to face the fragility of life, prompting profound questions about the time that remains. This constellation of fears can be isolating, but it is a profoundly human experience. The most crucial first step is to acknowledge it. Give your fears a voice by talking with family, friends, or a support group. Naming the fear is the first step toward easing its power. And while these fears are real, so is hope. So is resilience. In the stories that follow, we will meet people who have faced these very same fears and found ways to live full, meaningful lives. They discovered that on the other side of fear, there is strength, connection, and a new definition of a life well lived. When you first receive a diagnosis of chronic kidney disease, it's completely natural to feel a wave of fear and uncertainty wash over you. The path ahead can seem daunting, filled with unfamiliar terms and life-altering decisions. But it's crucial to remember that while this fear is a valid response, you do not have to let it control your journey. The most powerful antidote to the paralysis of fear is action. Not giant leaps, but small, deliberate steps that begin to restore your sense of agency and put you back in the driver's seat of your own life. This is the moment you begin to transform from a passive recipient of care into an active partner in your own health. The first and most vital action is to arm yourself with knowledge. Information is power, and understanding your condition is the foundation of your confidence. Start by asking your healthcare team clear, direct questions. Before your next visit, take a quiet moment to sit down and write down everything you want to know. No question is too small or too simple. Think about your daily life, your work, your hobbies, and your family. How will treatment affect these things? What are the different paths I can take? When you're with your doctor or nurse, don't hesitate to ask for plain language explanations. If you hear a term you don't understand, like glomerular filtration rate or peritoneal dialysis, ask them to break it down. Request that they explain what each treatment option truly means for your day-to-day life. What does a typical day look like for someone on home hemodialysis versus in-center? What are the dietary changes involved? Understanding these practical realities is essential for making a choice that feels right for you. You are not alone in this. A crucial step is to assemble your dedicated support team. This extends beyond just your nephrologist. It includes a specialized kidney disease nurse, a renal dietitian who can guide your nutritional needs, and a social worker. Social workers are invaluable navigators. They are experts at helping you understand and manage the practical burdens, from deciphering insurance policies and applying for financial aid programs to connecting you with local transportation services and community resources. Don't be afraid to ask for this help. It's there for you. As you gather information, you'll learn the details of your primary options. There's dialysis, which can often be done in a specialized center or, for many, in the comfort and privacy of their own home. There's the path of kidney transplantation, a journey of hope that involves evaluation and waiting. And there is medical management without dialysis, sometimes called palliative or supportive care, which focuses entirely on managing symptoms to ensure the best possible comfort and quality of life. Each path holds a different future, and the best one is deeply personal. The goal is to choose the path that aligns with your core values, your life goals, and what matters most to you and your family. This decision, made from a place of knowledge rather than fear, is where you truly begin to reclaim your sense of control. So start today. Write down just 3 questions for your doctor. Make the call to schedule that appointment. Share your thoughts and plans with someone you trust. That first small, deliberate step is the beginning of finding your peace of mind.